23.
Felicity Huffman wrote a letter to the court in a bid to avoid prison time for her role in the college admissions scandal. She cops to breaking the law, says there's no justification for doing it, but said she was so afraid of being a bad mom that she believed she was just giving her daughter a fair shot. She says she realizes the irony of her actions. Now, there are, lots of folks that talk about black women who have had the same feeling and used an uncle's address or an aunt's address to give their kids a step up. And so, I don't know how the judge is going to receive that. What do you think? I'll ask you first because you know lots of judges, I assume.
I know a few. The case that you were referring to, Whoopi, was a black woman in Bridgeport, Connecticut, who was actually homeless and living in her van. And she put down an address in Norwalk, Connecticut, for her 5-year-old son to attend kindergarten. She was in prison for 5 years for doing that. For 5 years.
Yeah.
Felicity Huffman, the prosecutors are recommending 1 month, and she's saying that that is too much time. That is not too much time, I think, because she's arguing really that this is a victimless crime, and it isn't, because another kid didn't get into that school. Her kid took a seat that another kid deserved, and that's the problem. She, changed the life of someone else that was more deserving of the spot. And I think that's the problem. And the other problem, and judges know that, and this judge has to send a message to the community that this is not right. She had wealth, privilege, and platform.
She's
she didn't
rich,
use it appropriately.
she's entitled, and she tried to game the system. Them's the facts. And this whole rap that the husband's giving about how hard it was to be a mother or something.
Yeah, that's what
welcome to the club, okay? Who wrote that speech? It's like out of Desperate Housewives.
But struggling to be a mom doesn't mean you break the law. Like, I had a hard time even understanding what the hell William H. Macy's talking about. So, I'm the only person at this table who's not a mom. I have a lot of fears about possibly becoming a mother. I don't think that makes you bribe someone to break the law. I don't understand the logical connection. They are the poster children for what everyone hates about white privilege, and she deserves to go to jail.
So that's... the other problem that I saw with her husband's letter...
I'm sorry, for a long period of time, for over a month.
For over a month. The other problem I saw with his letter is he says something about how the FBI came in the morning with guns drawn and how his other daughter still can't sleep at night. And he sort of makes this argument that we're not that kind of criminal. So it's yet again this sort of privilege, don't treat us like that. Well, you are a criminal. You've pled guilty, and that's not going to ring well for the judge either. I mean, what kind of criminal are you? Shouldn't you be treated the same as any other criminal?
They're not used to that.
So if you aren't following, by the way, it was her husband that was trying to help defend her, and he said motherhood from the very beginning frightened Felicity, and she has not carried being a mom easily, which I found a little bit
more William H. Macy stuff with motherhood. It's not good for me.
But I will say she's handled this better than Lori Loughlin. I don't know if we've heard from her yet, but remember she was shown, taking photos, selfies, and all those things. At least Felicity has said, I made a mistake.
That's true.
This was wrong. And I'm not here to defend her at all, but